Well, good day there, boys and girls. It's a beautiful day here today up at Bushcamp. Episode, we're gonna build this here quick and easy wooden countertop there with nice shelving there. You see I got the mini fridge in the back and with a nice big sink here and electric faucet, and it drains into a pail and feeds out of that jug there. So it's a pretty sweet little off-grid deal here, and it's been working great. Can't tell you how happy I was to get all this put together here. See how great it works as a sink here. Have to stay tuned and see how we got it all put together. So thanks for watching, guys. Okay guys, so we're just in cabin here, and I'm just trying to get an idea for how all this is going to go together here. So what I want to do is build just a quick and cheap wooden countertop, and I want it to go about to here, so then my door clears easy. And I really quite like my little my coat rack and boot area, so I want to keep that, but I definitely want some shelving and stuff on here. So we're just gonna get a quick layout here. So I got my measurements down. I want about 76¼ inches long, 3 foot high, and 24-inch wide approximately. So I got some rough cut 1x8s. We're gonna run 3 vertical on either side and lay 3 across, and then just kind of figure out how we're all gonna just kind of build as we go and see how it goes. This is a template for my sink here, which we'll see in a second. So we'll get this all put together and then just start figuring out how everything needs to go there. I'm not expecting anything too fancy out of this, but I'm hoping for something that works pretty good. So we haven't got much time to work on it here today, so we're just hammering the coffees and getting right at her. Oh man, you're photogenic, good buddy. Okay. We just got these rough cut 1x8s. They work good. I built a lot of stuff with them. All my interior walls are built out of these too, so we're gonna need 3 at 76¼ and 6 at 35, and that'll give us a pretty good idea, kind of give us a start there, and then we'll just kind of build as we go. And just getting our generator fired up, the skill saw ready to go here. It's not a very nice day today. Well, my trusty skill saw just bit the dirt, and it really sucks, but we're still giving her. Hard to cut straight with that, but it's pretty straight enough. Okay, so let's get this countertop put together. Now, I have a pretty good idea in my head how this is all gonna go, but time will tell how well she really does go. Definitely a little short for space here. We got all kinds of stuff going on here, friends, but we're just gonna connect. Fuck. We're just gonna connect our 35-inch pieces here to our top piece here, and show you how this all goes together in a second, but we'll get them lined up here pretty good enough and send them through. So we'll just go with 3 here. Okay, now I'll show you how she goes. So I'm not yet quite sure how much room I'll give my fridge there, but these are all things we'll figure out as we go. So that's gonna go snug right into the corner there. And see, let's check how this is gonna work. perfectly. All that we're gonna do here, guys, is we're gonna build 3 of these, and then we're gonna set them next to each other, and then we're gonna stick these here and hold it all together because there's just 3 pieces. And then our sink is gonna go right about here, and we'll have a bit of shelving on the side, and then some real nice shelving over. So in short order here, we got our 3 pieces put together. Now, you see they're just flailing around here loose, and we want nothing to do with that. So that's pretty good. I'm liking how this is all coming together. It's not very big, of course. We don't got much for space. Now this is our template we need to cut out for our sink. So it gives us a pretty good idea here what we need. So I'm definitely not going to have a whole lot of storage space on this side, but it'd be a nice place to put glasses and spices and the whole 9. And looks like we'll have a pretty good chunk of some real nice storage in here. And then I do want to give my fridge a bit of breathing room. And then here I'll probably store stuff, and this is where my coffee machine will go here in short order. So we need to tie these together so we can get to the point where we can cut shit out and whatnot. So, and I hope I remembered my jigsaw, because otherwise we're just going to be giving her with the chainsaw, and I don't think that's so good of an idea. So this side I don't got really anywhere to bolt it to. Now our shelving is going to tie this all together. So for the time being, so we'll just put 2 in each one here and get them going so they're straight. So that of course is something that's not going to stay there for too very long. Now by the looks of it, I might have to put one up top too, but what we'll do here, because this needs to be done anyway, we'll get our fridge out of here a bit, and we'll bolt these right into the wall here, and that'll really hold that good and sturdy. So we'll have to make sure everything's cinched up here good, right to the wall and good that way. So, and then we'll go from there, because I do want to get this sink cut out as soon as possible there. Now we're pretty damn solid there, and everything's cinched up here. We got a bit of a crack here. Do we care? Of course not. You know, these are just rough cut boards, and by the looks of it, it's in a good spot, but this is just perfect over here. But we are definitely going to have to tie that all together here a bit better. So if we get to figuring here, I'm just not too sure how I want to do this quite. See, my 2x4 is in the road, but it's just going to clear that just perfectly. Oh fuck, this is mint. So I gotta trace this here out, and I do not know how we're gonna cut it out. Don't be surprised if I come with the fucking chainsaw. Now we want to make sure we get this so it looks pretty good. Now I imagine we have some room for error there when we come to put it all together there with the sink, but all I'm gonna do here is just screw in our template, and I'm gonna do that because it'll hold it there nice so we can trace it out. Perfect measurements so that we can cut this out so that our sink fits in there perfectly, and we have all the room to put our fasteners and stuff to hold the sink in there. So, and I'm not worried about these screw holes because we're cutting this spot out anyway. So we'll take our pencil here and just trace this right out here, eh? Oh my goodness, what a catastrophe I made here. I just started getting on there with the saw, just gave her shit, made quite a mess here. What a clusterfuck, boys. Like, no skill saw, it quit working today, which is too bad. I forgot the jigsaw, I have one. So I just hopped on the chainsaw, and lo and behold, tell you what, I fucking nailed it, boys. Like, it's perfect. How I did it, I don't know. I thought for sure we'd be a little bit fucked at the very least, but it worked out mint. Like, you can't even see a crack, nothing. For all your home renovations, call traplines and inlines at 1-800 fucking deadly. That's right on. What a real redneck deal there, boys. I had to crack the windows though. She was getting a little toxic in here. But anyway, we've created a structural problem for ourselves here, you see. So I cut another 6 35 inches. So we're gonna have to put them, you know, right like that. And this is what we'll connect all our shelving to, you know. That one might be a little long even. Just about to put it right here on the very end, guys, but I really wanted it flush with the window so I can look out here and see the 12 valve and the bears coming down. And, you know, it would have looked a little funny over here. But it's going to work real good here for storage space on this side. And I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I just kind of had an idea in my head and started giving her. I am never one for planning, guys, tell you the unfortunate truth. But so we're going to get these all straightened out here. So we got all these lined up here now, and they're not perfectly straight. They're actually far from it. But like I said, our shelving will straighten it all out now. To get this sink, like, we're perfect. There's no gap anywhere. I'll show you here. See? We just made her out perfect. She looks good and straight. We still have to bolt it in right to the wall, so we get rid of that crack. But yeah, still gonna have to. Not sure how we'll do that. Probably just angle drill it right in there. But you know, this is about perfect for me, because a lot of these sinks I find they're so gosh darn low that by the time you're done washing dishes or whatever, you know, your back's tired. Now I got these big cast irons, and I wanted to make sure that they could fit in there good, eh? So that'll work just great. Where did I find this one? She works mint. Not quite. Shoot. So I'll have to get a few of these at 24 inches, or it'll actually be just a tad more, maybe 24 1/4. And then I'll have to cut them to the width. So I'll measure the width up top, because that's correct. The bottom is not. And I'll jam them in there. Now, I don't know what I'll do for spacing here, but pretty well what this is going to work for, I guess. You could put cutlery or garbage bags or something, but I guess you could put a row of cups or glasses or something or what have you, but it isn't ideal, but it's the way she goes. So we're just having a can of beans for dinner here. Yeah, it's got late on us in a hurry. What a miserable day today. So we just got to get these shelves put on, and then our water hookup and matters of the sort. I don't know, I might put a door on there to kind of hide the jugs and stuff, but I don't think so, at least not quite yet. I was thinking about staining it too, but maybe see how it holds up. They're quite a mess I got going here now, eh? So I was just getting a start on those shelves. They look to be a lot better than I realized. You know, those will work just good. So we'll get these shelves done here. Our water hook up there tomorrow, so we'll have her about done. And then I gotta go for supplies. I bought the wrong size drain for this sink, so, and then I should get a better drain for it there, and then we'll just go from there. But I think it's just gonna be awesome, guys. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna head her to bed. It's been a tremendously long day. We've only been at this for about 2 hours, but we're tired right out here, me and the pooch. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Well, it's a much nicer day today. The sun's out at least, but it's still miserable windy outside, so it's actually a good thing we're inside filming here, because the audio on that shit would be just horrid. It's really blowing out there. So we got our shelves on this side done. Now we still got a little bit of straightening out and stuff. Like you can see, you'd still shimmy that either way, and then I'll have to secure it to the floor so it stands straight. But see here on this shelf, I know I'm gonna have a hell of a lot of weight on it. So if I was to just put these across, you know, then I just have screws in the side. There's a lot of weight for that. So I'm actually going to put 2x4s in here, and then I'll put them and screw them in on top, and that way they will definitely be stronger. As well as this 2x4 is running perpendicular with their 3 sections, so it holds all them together just as this shelf does, because it's screwed in and holds it all together. So it really is quite sturdy at this point. It is not quite perfect, but you know, it's really coming along here nicely. So this is great, guys. We'll get right out of here. So I think if we put this one, oh shit, I forget what I've done over there now. So this is 9 inches. I got my batteries charging back there. It's convenient. Makita drills suck. I have 3 drills, 4 different batteries, 2 functioning batteries on good days. It's really pissing me off here. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is I've measured here. I want my shelf over here to be in line with this one. So I have I've made marks here. And I just want to make sure these are lined up and looking pretty straight. And then we'll just drill them in here. From both sides, eh? And that'll hold everything together nice on top and bottom. Then we'll start laying our boards across here. And we kind of got to keep everything straight as we go. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, so we're just getting our shelving put in here quickly. Now, we're trying to keep everything straight here because it's not very straight at the moment, but our shelves are squaring things off and whatnot. You know, a little tricky to get it straight because these rough cuts, it's rare to find them straight. They're all different kinds of widths and stuff, but they work good and it's coming together nicely here. So we're just going to have a real tremendous amount of storage back in here. This is going to be awesome. So I'm just putting 2 shelves, and then you can store stuff on the bottom there as well, of course. See, it's not all that straight, so we got to get her set up straight here to look fucked. Oh, a piece of this one's missing. Yep, she looks pretty good there, boys. Like, look at the amount of storage we got in there. It's just right on. Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to stain this. I don't think I am going to straight away. I'm not sure how the lumber will hold up here. See how well it washes up and stuff. But I think that's going to be a problem either way. But definitely not a big problem. So we'll see how it goes. I was also thinking about putting a door to our left here to hide the jugs and stuff, but it might be in the road, might be, you know, just easier to pull the jugs out of there without it on there, so I'm not sure on that one yet either, to tell you the truth. Okay, so there are shelves. Like, this is mint right on. Let's take a look-see here and make sure she's not too fucked. Well, she's not perfect here, but she's perfectly good enough. There's some more shimmying around we can do here. This is one solid rig at this point. So it's right on. So our sink has got some shimmy in her to get her perfect perfectly centered there when the time comes. But here's my little faucet here now. Now, I was originally just going to put a hand pump faucet where you pump the water out of it yourself. And I was like, oh, that's kind of an inconvenience, isn't it? You know, because you got to, yeah, it was just a bit tough. So I seen them were about $60, okay? So then I seen this electric pump and faucet for $70. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I might as well spend a little bit there and get something that's pretty deadly. Tell you what, I put it in my cart there on Amazon. I come back the next day to order it, and the price had reduced to $25. So I was damn happy about that, boys. So I don't know how this damn thing goes together though entirely. There was no instructions whatsoever. But we have an inflow and an outflow. By the looks of it, this is the inflow and this is the outflow. So we connect our water line. This one will go into my water jug. This one will go to the faucet over here. And then for wiring, I haven't figured that much out yet. Now, we got a positive and a negative on here, and we have to switch this. So imagine we connect one to the positive, and this one connect to the positive to feed this, and then it switches this positive, and then we connect this to a negative wire. So I'm assuming that's how it goes, but we're gonna have to play around with that a bit for sure. Now I'm trying to figure out how I want to do my wiring on this. Now I got 10 gauge wire here I'm gonna tap into. For sure I'm gonna tap into it. I'm just not sure how I want to do it quite yet. Now I can just run the wires right straight down there. I might even stand a chance at pulling them through to the bottom and then through my shelf and over. Now, I'll put this water pump, just put it up in here, and that should work all pretty good. So, we're going to tear into that wiring here, add 2 pieces of wire there, our negative and our positive wire, and then see if we can get this faucet going, because I'm sure excited about it. Now I have 3 holes on this sink for no good reason other than it was the cheapest sink I could find. Now I think I'm just gonna tap that in right there, boys. Just send her right through. Now that looks like it's gonna shoot a little far into her, but it should be pretty good. You could also just jam her over here as well, but that might be a little more inconvenient, so we can play around with that a bit too, but we better make sure the damn thing works first. Okay, well this is working really quite great here. I drilled a hole just on the top of my bottom shelf, put a piece of number 9 up through the wall, and you see it's here. So now we're just going to feed some wire through. So we'll attach it to the wire here. So yeah, we'll just zip ties on. Now if you're doing, I'm going to put 2 zip ties on here because I'm only going to do it once. Now if you're doing something similar with your sink here, I didn't mention it too well, you can also just use the hand pump. That's exactly the same deal except no wiring. So if you don't have power, well the hand pump's as simple as it gets. You know, you just bolt her in there, and then you have 2 or just one. You just screw it into the sink, and then you just connect a water line into a jug. Now I thought this was a little better, especially for half the price. Put it that way. So we gotta be careful pulling these through here, because by God, do I ever not want them to get hung up there, because I am not doing this again. Yeah, I'm dragging some shit with me here, but that's minor. She's coming now. Oh, I got her right through, boys. Right on. See? Right through the other side. Now I'm just gonna tuck them right in behind. I'll fucking make this real simple. So we got her pulled through here now. So I'm just gonna tuck these right in behind. They're still slightly visible if you look through here, but I got a little bit of a crack there on my one board because it, like I said, they're all kind of different sizes. Now we're right through here, and we got wiring coming out over here. So we better get our pump attached here first thing, and then worry about this here. So you can still just see the wires in there a little bit, but it's not too bad because I wasn't skilled enough to go, like I have a stud here, so I couldn't just drive it through there. So I guess I'm gonna have to run my positive there up to my oh fuck, up to here. So we'll wire that in. Now we'll pull all the slack out of it when we cut that off, and then our negative will connect to our pump over here. So I'll just kind of willy-nilly screw her in there, right there for now. I don't actually have any of the right size merits here, so I'm just gonna use some butt connectors. That's the right size. Now, I also have an inline fuse here. This is a 2 amp draw on 12 volt. Like, it's a 12 volt fixture for RV and shit, I think, eh? So we have our inline here, and we're just gonna put a 5 amp fuse in there because it's a 2 amp draw, and that's plenty good enough. So now I forgot an electrical tape too. I don't even think I have any. So that is our feed. Now to switch this, we need to put this one through and connect it to the positive on the pump. So that's deep in here. So what we'll do, not too sure how much wire we actually need here. Not very much. So if I cut this much, that'll probably be good. Okay, so we'll put this one in here as well. Now this is running power to the pump to activate it, and then that'll push water up to our faucet. Well, that's what we're hoping here anyway. Feed this one back through, and I got my pump underneath there, so we'll attach it to the pump the same way we just did that. Now we just need to connect our negative. Now this is going to work real good. We'll pull the slack out of the lines here. We can just pull them through this way. But my pump is tucked up here nice out of the road, as well as you can hide the wires up and behind here. So it really is quite nice. So all we'll do here is now connect our negative just right to the pump here. Okay. A little tight working in here, but it's not too bad. Okay, so here's our last connection over here. Let's get our clamp down here and pinched up. We just got to connect over here, so we'll trim our slack off our negative and connect our negative to our negative there, and then we'll connect our inline fuse here and put a 5 amp in it. So that one end of this, we'll just cut it right here, cut it here, so it goes into two. Connect the positive to here, and then the other side to over here, and that'll fuse it for us. The whole line's already fused up there, and I unplugged the fuse up at my fuse box, so we're not electric sucking ourselves there. So we'll get her figured. That one just splendid. So we'll put our 5 amp. Holy fuck, eh? She works, boys. Oh, we got her set up good. You hear I had the switch on, and the pump fired up right away. So we're just set here now. Our next step is the water line. This is 3/8 or 10 millimeter, I can't remember, friends. But I got like 10 feet of it. It's cheap stuff, so we're splurging. Now, our first one has got to connect from the outflow of the pump, which hopefully we guessed right. The outflow of the pump to to the faucet. So if we just, all we gotta do here is just push this. Oh fuck. So we just gotta push this onto this barb fitting. So you kind of work her on there as far as she'll go. See, it's just, I'll just show you here, but you see, you just jam it on that barb fitting. Now you can put a hose clamp on there too, I guess, if you'd like, but I don't know, that might be, we'll see if it leaks, right? So we'll get you under here now so we can see around. Hose here. Now this one says the outflow, I think is what it's trying to tell me, but I'm not entirely sure. So if we got water going the wrong direction, we'll know what's going on. Now I don't quite like that too hot. It's probably a bit of a tricky prick to bend this hose around. It's not very bendable, but I might have to jimmy with that and possibly move that down a bit so it's easier to bend, because I'm a little tight in there now. So we'll just give ourselves a fuckload extra and we'll just slice through her here, hopefully. Okay. I think I'm just a little too tight to the sink there to be able to bend this around nice. It might want to kink up, so we might have to... Oh, she's good solid stuff. Not an easy prick to cut through, tell you what. So... even if we just get it hooked on there and want to jimmy with it later, well, fine. Oh, fuck. I got the whole sink airborne there now. Yeah, that's not too pretty bad. But I might play around with it. The big thing we're trying to figure here is if it's going to work. So now we'll connect our other side and just fit it on. That's terrific. And I totally ripped the fucking thing. It's no worries. I ripped one of the mounts on the pump, but there's 3 more, so we're not gonna cry. It's just fucking rubber piece of shit. Like, why would you do this? So, I really fucked that up, but it's the way she goes. It's not a big deal. Now is the moment of truth. See, this is what I intend to do with this. I intend to put a jug in there and another jug to drain it. Now, I'd like to get about 5 or 6 or 8 of these here jugs. Okay, so now we'll just put our water line into the jug. We're not going to cut it quite yet because we don't need to cut it quite yet. But that's essentially what we'll have. We'll trim some of this up and get cleaned up nicer. But one jug's going to go in there and it's going to feed water. And the other one's going to connect to the drain. And then we'll dump that one when need be. And I'd like to buy about 8 of these and store a shitload of water here. You could fill it up at the rain barrels or whatever. But I think it's just going to be nicer to hold up a shitload of clean drinking water all at once. And then go from there. And then not have to worry about it for a while. So I tell you what, this damn thing's gonna work right here. Just get this camera situated. Hey friends, well I hope like hell. This is also fully adjustable, eh? And I've got her kind of pinched off there, so we'll just try it. Well, I better not put too much on the floor. Works fucking mint. That is so right on. That is awesome. She comes out of there good. It's a noisy prick. It's no doubt about it. Took a while to draw water. Let's see how fast. Yeah, like it holds, you know, the water stays up there. It took a second to draw water, but fuck, that comes out of there good too. I'm just flooding my cabin here, boys. It's the way she goes. So, yeah, that is mint. It's loud as hell, but I paid 25 bucks for the goddamn thing, so I don't give a shit. Now, the sink was 80. The faucet was 25. I had to pay a bit for the sink. $25. I have like $40 worth of building material here. And then kind of fasteners and electrical connectors I had. So I pretty well done the thing under 150 bucks here. Now, what we need here next, oh, I guess the water line and the drain too, but I'm definitely under 200. What I need next here is the drain, because I bought the wrong size drain, and I have this here, a little flexible prick, but I'm not quite sure it's going to work just quite how I want it. It might, but it might not. See, what I can do is stick as many water jugs under here as I can, if I can fit 4 in here or something, and then just pull the hose out and switch it into jugs as need be. And I figure I'm just going to buy a shitload of them and stock them up over there or something, and then not have to worry about water at all. Now this is just awesome for my dishes, because all last winter, boys, I held that water jug up on that table. I poured it into this little dollar store dish pan. I washed and then go outside, dump it out, come back. It was just a prick. So I can't tell you how excited I am about this, because it was so miserable doing dishes during the winter, and especially because of, you know, and doing them outside kind of sucks. So this is just splendid. Fuck, is that noisy? Works mint. Who gives a fuck? I gotta stop putting water on the floor here, boys. This is just not right on. I go through very little water like that. That's 20 liters. You know, when you're doing dishes, you just put the plug in and fill her up, and it's not gonna be too bad at all. Like, just for one guy, I rarely do dishes because I eat out of the can so much, and brush my teeth inside instead of outside. This is right on. So, I'm going to head her here now. It's early in the day. I got another big project, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm going to get the drain and everything we need for that. And then we're going to be right set here. We'll get her cleaned up, get her wiring cleaned up and stuff, and her pump fully assembled there. And we're just going to be right on. So we'll catch you here shortly, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, another day, another dollar, friends. We got back into camp here late last night, and after finishing up my project, so that was a great project to get done. Now, got in late, didn't get a chance to pick up groceries or anything, and but I got everything I need to finish up our sink here, so this is right on. I got so many projects on the go, you know, so it's good to work away at them and get them all done. So I hate to say it, but we're not off to too productive of a start here today, but it's okay. Anyway, it's time to get our sink fastened down here. Now, you can see here, they've got this here channel or what have you in the side of the sink. So we have these fastening clips here. And what they do here is they slide right in here, and then you can't pull them out, eh? So this locks like that. Now with that, there's a flathead on the bottom, and you tighten it. So when you're short, and then this clips into the counter, it just holds against the counter there. So then when you're loosening it or making this distance shorter rather, you're creating reverse compression and pulling the sink down. So they've given us about 8 of these now. I just put these here in really no particular fashion. Just make sure they're all going the same way and decent enough spacing there. There's one thing I'm not doing, but you probably should do, or I'm not concerned about it. Now, you should probably seal the outside of your sink to your countertop, but I just don't think I care about this, you know. I don't see this being a problem because, well, that's tight. Because, I mean, like, it's a wooden countertop. It's got cracks in the side. Like, I don't see that being a problem. Like, I'm not going to have all kind of water here coming in and worrying about that. So, I'm not doing that. But we'll have to seal up the drain here. But I imagine, like, if you had some other kind of countertop that was, you know, it's probably best to do it. But I'm probably not going to. So, a slight change of plans there. Because something I didn't realize. I've never done anything like this before. these here are flush on my shelves, so there's actually no lip on this side to put in my fastener. So I just put 4 in the front and 4 in the back, and this thing is sturdy. Like, you're not putting it anywhere. Tell you what, like, she is sturdy. So, next part, which I'm quite excited about here. We'll get our water line out of the way. Next up is our drain for our sink. Now, I had initially bought the wrong drain, of course, so I was not even close to the right size. So, here is the right size one. It's 3.5 inch drain. It's a pretty big drain. So what I have here is there's a tail piece that come with this drain. So we'll just unscrew it here. So it's got a little bit of a plastic seal there or what have you. And then this is this 2.5 inch water line? 1.5 inch, pardon me. And then it's got a hose clamp on there. I just put that on there. I don't think you need it, boys, tell you what, but better to have it than not have it. They're cheap, so we'll just tighten that down when the time comes. But here's how our drain goes together here. So we gotta get this unscrewed, and we're gonna just put this into the pail. So we take this apart. Now we have a metal, or shit, a rubber and a paper seal there. So that goes like this here. Now we gotta put this in. Thank goodness it's the right drain. So I have some plumber's putty. So we're just gonna, I've never used this shit before actually. So I don't actually know how to do this. I guess we just put it right around the base of the sink, I'm thinking. Just like this, kind of. I have some. I'll try and get it all the way around there. See how it goes. Put it all the way around. We're going to try that. When we squish her down there, it should go. If it leaks, I'll let you know. So we'll put our drain in here. See, and then when we tighten this down, okay. So we got our seals there. So we'll put this up through the bottom. I hope she all goes good. And now we'll tighten her down here. So this whole drain assembly with the water line, the hose clamp, the whole 9 was about 40 bucks. So we're gonna come in here just under $200 Canadian, which is like about 150 US, give or take. So it's going good here. So you seen that big ass nut on the bottom of her. So now we're gonna get my favorite pliers. Just some real beauty pliers here. And we're just gonna tighten her down. They're even too big for the job. Perfect. No, I'm loosening it. That's a problem. Let's see how this goes. I think we should have her set up here pretty good. Yeah, see, we're tightening her down and all our putty and whatnot. I think I have that right. I don't know if you're supposed to activate that somehow or with water or something. I just don't have a clue on that one. Like, tell you what. So I think I got her good though. I don't want to over tighten this and bend the shit out of my sink because I'm nearly there. That's pretty damn tight there. So you can see here, we might have to do this one again. I'm just gonna tell you. We'll see if it seals or if it doesn't. So we'll just scrape off. Like this isn't a very sturdy sink. Like it's a pretty thin sink. I do not care about this, but I don't want to over tighten it and bend it because I already seen her flexing there a bit. I was really horsing on her. So here's what we'll do here now. What a tragic mess I've got going here, but anyway. Now ooh, I lost this thing. So now we'll connect our tailpiece. Now I just got way too much on here because this water line is cheap, so I wanted to make sure I was looking at it and looking for it, that's for sure. Now, what I wanted to do is get another one of these blue jugs like I have and just put it put it right in there, and I'd probably have that jug under here somewhere. And shit, I might not even need the water line, eh? Maybe just a tad of it. Because this water line's gonna fit perfectly into here, eh? But I only have one jug there at the moment. I used to have 2 water jugs, but I broke the one. So I ordered 3 more of those in the mail. We'll get to that in a second. This is definitely too much, so if I cut it about here for the time being, it should be pretty good. So I just got a 5-gallon pail here for today. Oh, this is pretty solid shit. So I'm gonna have to sharpen my beautiful little knife here after this. We're through. So now this is a bit of a situation here, because I want to be able to get this pail out of here in a hurry, because I don't want to have, this isn't very flexible line, so I don't want to have to be like this to get it out. So I'm just not sure how I want to cut it yet, because I'm going to change it differently when I use this, but I want to be able to rip this out quick and chuck it outside, so I don't want to be like this. So we might have some more trimming to do. Now, what I'm probably going to be able to do is put the one jug here in the center and one on either side, and then leave this long. Christ. Leave this long. We'll have to trim some off this as well, but we'll leave it longer so that we can move it around from different jugs, right? And then have 3 jugs here or whatever, and then probably store a few more over there or whatever, and then be able to switch it out easily. I also want to be able to dump it easily too. So let's do some trying out here. We'll come back to that stuff and piss around with the finicky shit later. I want to test this drain here now. So see if she leaks. See, it takes a second because I had no water in the line. Might have to push her down here a bit further. Yeah, see, she comes right down into the pail. I think we're good for leaks, guys. Yeah, I don't see anything leaking out of there just yet, so that's good. Now, this is a problem, but we'll get to it. Now, next thing I want to do here is secure this, because it's all over the place here now, and I'm not liking it. So they just gave me 2 screws. Now I put it through that hole there. I think it looks good and it's getting centered. I easily could have put it over here or something, but I didn't. So and here's their drain for a sink. Now that's going to save us a tremendous amount of water. Well, this was a much harder job than it was supposed to be. I'll tell you that much for free. Because I didn't have a drill bit that was the right size to go through here. So I got it started with a self-tapper, and then I put one of these through here because the little screws they sent me just weren't up to par. Now I just got one on the back so you can actually move it around there a bit, but it's pretty solid. You see there's a gap here on the front. It doesn't fit just quite perfect, but it's probably pretty good actually. I can probably get her snug down enough here that it doesn't go anywhere. Now, oh yeah, that's pretty good. I'll probably just leave it like this because I don't really want to drill through here. I'm pretty close to this too, so you definitely can't move it a tad, but that was a much more difficult job than it was supposed to be. Oh man, I just love this sink. Oh, I don't got the fucking thing hooked up. That's a problem. So I tape up all my electrical connections, and then I also cut some more off this. I ended up buying way more hose than I needed to. Can you even see me under there? Fuck. Yeah, so I cut some more off this because it's just too long. Now I can just get that pail out of there easy, you know, and go chuck her in the bush. Now, I also switched around. I put my water pump upside down and kind of in a better place. There's too much pressure on the lines when I head it over here because there's just too much to bend. So I put it about like that. Now, I'm just working on trimming these lines up. I I think I got them right here now. I better just check that. You see, this is gonna work much better. See, I'm gonna have to trim this because it's putting quite a bit of pressure on there, and then we'll have to trim this one too. But yeah, so we'll get that lined up. I taped up all my electrical connections. Now we can pull this tight here just by pulling it through here, and we'll leave all our slack in behind this electrical plug here. So that's looking pretty good. Now you're pretty well right out of the way there. See, we can tuck this one up a bit here too. See, I'm probably just gonna do that quick because like this is about what you're gonna see on it, you know. It's not too bad at all. Okay guys, so we're all done here pretty well. So our sink's working good, and because it's for an RV, they're always noisy, those little RV ones. She's a noisy prick. I'm not complaining. I paid $25 for it. I cut some off there so it comes out easy, and then I cut some off this one, and that one looks quite a bit cleaner there. So it's about the perfect length. I can't quite squeeze one through there, a water jug, but maybe if I put one of these here for the drain, then I'll be able to fit one and then one in behind. But so I got 3 more coming, and I'll put them over there. Now you could just fill this up outside at the rain barrel or whatever, but in the winter, you know, that's not really an option. You fill it up in the slough, you know, whatever. I've done that, but you know, it's nice to be here, and you know, you make coffee or have iced tea or whatever and just have clean water. So I'll probably just haul up the jugs and then use my rainwater for the shower and the chickens, and I think that'll work the best, honestly. Like, I go through very little water, you know, I don't do much dishes, don't drink a lot of water, so just coffee. So if I have 3 of those jugs, 4 total, like that's gonna last me a tremendous while. And then this one you just chuck out. So we made quite a mess here anyway. We just got to put this back in. We'll tuck all our wiring in there. I got them all taped up and fused up nice there. So we'll get that put in. Just 4 little screws here. And then we got to clean up this mess. Okay, well, this is nearly cause for celebration here, friends. I'm finally going to be doing dishes properly for the first time ever. So now, in the summer, I just go outside and wash them in the hot water shower. Don't work too bad. In the winter, it was horrible how I was doing dishes. It was just terrible. So this will be so much better now. This is a good size sink. Can't tell you how happy I am about that. I guess we'll just start with 2 here. So, oh, she's high pressure, boys, ending up everywhere. So you can adjust that, it's kind of nice. I'm not leaking her out the bottom, oh surely no. Yeah, so that really don't use very much power, and you know, you're not going to be using it a whole lot, so we got our sink filled here. And this is nature clean, it's natural shit, you can dump it right on the ground. So, you know, I really just haven't used dish soap, but it can be a bit of a prick scrubbing this cast iron stuff here, so we'll go with it. Now, I don't want to be dumping any toxic shit on the ground or anything, so these can be a bit of a prick to get clean, but just get them all washed up here. Oh man, this is tremendous. It's nice height. I built it probably a bit higher than you normally would, but it just works so good here because you don't have to bend your back over anything. It's just splendid here. Cast iron stuff a bit rusty, but it's not a big deal at all. Now, yeah, so it's just splendid all around, friends, I tell ya. We got no hot water. This is the least of my concerns, you know. This is just going to work just perfect for what we're doing. So, we'll get to scrubbing all these off here. Definitely my biggest stress, you know. Like, this was the biggest inconvenience I had going here. It's something I should have done a real long time ago, but you know, you just make do and you don't get around to it or whatever. But we're rolling now. We're rolling good there, boys. Tell you what. I love how big this sink is too. Takes a little bit more water to fill it, surely, but you know, get this nice big cast iron stuff in here. You know, no problem. It's right on. This is working just great. Got all my dishes washed. Time will tell how good our wooden countertops will hold up here, but it's the way she goes. We can always stain it if we want to. See, I got my little trash can over there. I got all kinds of storage space here now. I don't even know what to do with it. I just put some utensils and cup in there, and probably put some more stuff in there. This top one, I got all my cast iron and then some other cooking stuff and dishes over here. So, and then I put my garbage and stuff and tucked it down under there. So we just got all kinds of room here. This fridge, it just works perfect here. I got actually no refrigerator groceries there, so it's actually turned right off there as we speak. But that is just perfect. Like, we spent, oh shit, a few hours, probably 3-4 hours maybe on it. Less than $200, and it's just awesome. So happy with it. Time to get dinner going here now. Okay, so I'm not going too far out of my way here for dinner tonight. We'll put it that way. We're just gonna have some rice here. So I never can remember just how much I want here. We'll have 1 cup. 2 cups of water, okay. Oh fuck, I'm really... So, we'll just have 1 cup of rice. Shit, I don't know if that's enough. I either make way too much or not near enough when it comes to rice there, boys and girls. Cups of water, this is why this is so nice to just have clean drinking water in her, you know. It seems like I'm running her low on water, but... yeah, 1 jug, we're stretching it pretty good. Yeah, I'm definitely running her low on water. I have to head out tomorrow. I got another project, so I get a chance to fill up my jug, and I got some more coming in the mail, so it's no worries here. Okay, that's good. I guess we'll put some margarine in that one too, and I guess we'll just have some eggs there as well, because there's never a shortage of them, I'll tell you what. So I got some eggs here. I got lots of eggs actually, and I guess we'll just have 5 of them. I'm feeling tremendously hungry tonight there, but we'll see how she goes. Okay, that'll be good there. Now, get this set aside. Break out the margarine. It's in the fridge, not refrigerated, but what can you do? So, oh, fuck it, I don't even care. Whatever. You get some margarine going over here, and some margarine going over here. It's right on. And now I put pepper on the rice once it's done, and pepper on the eggs right now. Fuck, that's convenient. It's just right on, boys. Tell you what. So, ground pepper in my spice rack, which is just kind of a miscellaneous rack. Whatever I don't know where to put goes there. Holy fuck, that comes out hot. Anyway, we gotta put right on the fire here. She's mint right on, guys. Okay, we'll get her fire going. This here rice stuff takes a second to cook. Her eggs fried right up though. What are the chickens bitching about there now? Anyway, that's right on. What I've done here, it's already getting late on us here. You can see how everything's looking here now. I've done a fair bit of cleaning there today. I put this table outside, and this is the best damn place for it. It's gonna be so nice to have it there. It's just perfect. So, you know, cook my dinners on there. Could use a pressure wash, but it's the way she goes. You know, I got all kinds of stuff under there that I'm looking to get tidied up one of these years. So, Anyway, we better go check on these chickens here because they're making quite a racket. You're fine, what are you whining about? Making all this ruckus, hey? Yeah, you're fine. Always got something to chirp about, tell you what. Right on. See, this firewood over here is just dried out perfectly. Like, look at all this stuff. It's just feather. Light as a feather. Good to go. My stuff down there, not so good. So, I need to cut some more. And chuck it right over here. Let her dry. Bring her down to the cabin if need be. So. Okay, well, it looks like we're in for just a deadly dinner here. I have put just like way too much pepper on these here eggs, so they're pretty well just black. So soy sauce is great, and ketchup is also great. Oh, I gotta feed you too, doggy. You're hungry, aren't you, my boy? Okay, so we're set. It's gonna be a deadly meal. And I got the kettle going for tea as well. Let's get you fed, Cougar Man. Well, I did a fair bit of cleaning up here as well. So we're just hanging out here, sharpening my knife and stuff here. I like to use this Smith stone there. It seems to work pretty good. Keeps my knives good and sharp. I like to, well, I pretty well touch them up every night, or this one anyway. So I like having a sharp knife there. You know, we were cutting through water line there today, so it's good to keep her good and sharp. So that'll take a second. But yeah, I got all my beautiful knives. I do not know what I would do without this one. I just love it so gosh darn much. I don't know what to do without it. So a big shout out to my good buddy Richard Miller, who's made all these nice projects for me, and the one over there too, and this one. They're just beautiful knives. I love them, and I hope all is well and is going well for you there down south there. I hope everything's going good for you there with everything going on and stuff. And yeah, so a big shout out to my good buddy Richard Miller, and I'll put the link in the description to his knives website. He's a real nice guy, makes nice knives, so it's great. That was sure a fun little video. We're just having a cup of tea, and it's fucking mint. Hard and fuck, but anyway, so that was a fun little video. That was the nicest thing I could have done there. Like, to get that going is such a big stress, you know, kind of removed there, because I'd really been pissing around there with dishes. Like, I just had this little dollar store tub I had, and I'd pour water into it and scrub on the ground, and then dump it out, and I'd spill water everywhere and make a hell of a mess. And so that's just awesome. You wouldn't want to freeze her up in here though with that water pump and stuff, so that's something to consider. But oh, I was happy about that. 25 bucks, guys, for that water pump and faucet. Like, it doesn't get any better. So yeah, that was a fun little video. I got lots of projects to do. I got another project to do tomorrow here, and then oh yeah, lots of stuff coming for the channel. I am excited. Very busy, but I'm excited about everything. It's good to be busy, man. Otherwise, you do get lazy or whatever. So I like to keep at her there. So it's great. That was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks to everybody for watching and all the nice comments and everything. I really do appreciate it. So over and out, guys. Thanks for watching.